Today we're going to add Facebook login to our Bubble application. The first thing that you want to do is go to bubble.io and sign into your account if you aren't already signed in, and then click on whichever app that you want to add the Facebook login to get into the visual editor. So just click on this edit button or create a new app if you want to add this login to a new application. Then you'll be in the editor in here. The next thing you're going to want to do once you're in the editor is to go to plugins, add plugin, and you want to search for Facebook. You'll see a few different options. The first option here, which just says Facebook with the circular F, and it's built by Bubble, that is the one that you want to install. So click right here to install it. I've already installed the app, so don't worry about that. I won't install it again, but just click install, and then the app will appear right here. So I'm gonna delete this because you're going to see this section with nothing here, just looking like this. Next thing we want to do is to choose a button that we want to indicate the sign up and a button for the login with Facebook. So I've created two buttons right here. I'll just show you briefly how to add a button like this. So here's a button. You could just make it like this, sign up with Facebook. If you want to have a button that looks like the buttons I have right here, I used a group and then I changed the color of the group and then I added text inside of the group. And then I also added an icon, and that allowed me to have this this more customized look to the button. And it's the same process. Once we have added that button, you just click on the group or the button that you want to be your trigger for logging into Facebook and signing up. So here's our sign up. I'm gonna create another one for login. So hang on a moment. So there we go. So then login with Facebook. And we want to click on our trigger if it's a group or if it's a button, and then you just want to click on the start edit workflow for the sign up, for example. Okay, so we're at the sign up right here. Click here to add an action, accounts, sign up with / login with the social network, OAuth provider, Facebook. Okay, do the exact same thing for login. So click on login, start edit workflow. Click here to add an action, account, sign up / login with the social network, OAuth provider, Facebook. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is go over to developers.facebook.com. So type that into your URL and you'll be taken to this page. You want to make sure that you've logged into your Facebook account. So I'm going to go over here, log in. And if you haven't created a Facebook account yet, you want to create a Facebook account, come back to this page and log in. So here we go, let's log in. It will load and you're going to be taken to this page right here. Next thing you're going to do is go over to My Apps, create an app. I'm going to call this app Test 2. Okay, but you can call it whatever you want. So I'll call it Test 2, create app ID. I'm not a robot. Submit. Okay, now that we're here, we want to go want to add a product. So click here, this Facebook login, click on setup. I'm going to move this over. Also going to get rid of that. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the URL of our app from right here. So you will just want to enter your app URL. So first, actually, hang on. So first select www and then enter your site URL right here and click on save. Click continue. Next, you don't need, just ignore all of this. You don't need to do any of this because thankfully we're using Bubble, so it'll be easier for us. Now we're gonna go click on this off button and then click on basic settings. We'll be taken to this page here. So we wanna add our privacy policy to our sites right here. And in terms of service, the next thing we're going to do is create a page for terms and conditions as well as a page for our privacy policy if we haven't already done that in our application. So click on up here at the top right, add a new page, and just name each of the pages privacy or another page called terms and conditions. So create those pages. Once you've created those pages, paste the URLs into here. And you can always load the page, for example, after you've created it. So here's a privacy page that we created. So just click on preview. And then you just want to get rid of this debug mode right here. And then this is the URL. So that's how you get the URL of the page. Like your privacy policy page, for example, or your terms. You just want to select the page, click on preview, and then you'll have the URL appear. Copy it, paste it into here, for privacy policy terms of service, respectively, and click on Save Changes. Now we can turn this on. So we want to turn our switch to live mode. So select the category for application. In our case, we'll just say entertainment, but whatever makes the most sense for your app is what you want to enter here. Click switch mode. Okay, now we're going to add the relevant information for the app ID and the app secret. So we need to enter that information in the plugin section. So we've got, just delete that. Don't worry about that. You should have a blank section in here. And now we're going to go through and add this information. So starting with the app ID. So copy that and paste that into here. Next thing, the app secret, you want to show that and copy that, paste it into here. Do the exact same, it's the exact same app ID for your development and the exact same app secret for your development. So copy and paste those. Make sure that a generic redirect URL is selected here. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go back to the page that we were just on. So it's right here. Okay, so now that we've done that, the next thing that we're going to do is to go over to our Facebook login, and we want to go to settings. And then what you want to do is you want to take this URL and copy it, paste it right here. So I'm going to do that right now really quick. So let me see. So I'll just take your app domain, paste that part, and then I'm going to copy this other part. So /API/1.1. Unfortunately, you can't copy with the mouse. That's why I'm doing this. So /API/1.1 /OAuth _redirect. Make sure I got that right. Yes, that is right. Okay, so select all that, copy it, and then you want to paste it right into here. Paste, save changes. Okay, and there we go. Now we are ready to test everything out. So you can add a few other things as well to ensure that you're properly testing that the app is logging in and logging out. So you can add a log out button. So again, I just created a button, as you know, just like that. Put the text to be logouts and start your set it workflow. You want to go to account, log the user out, select that. And so you'll have this action in here. So you have a logout function, logout button. You have a sign up button and a login button, which we've already set up. And the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to show that person's information. So double click, add some text to the page, double click it, insert dynamic information, current users, Facebook's, then we say first name. So right click copy, right click paste, and do the exact same thing to show the email as well. And then that's how we just got that information at the top there. So now we are all set to test everything out. So I'm going to click on preview the page really quick. I'm actually going to just move these things all over into one. So let me just move this. Just move this button over and move this button over as well, so that they will be centered on the page. Okay, there we go. We'll center this horizontally and make it fixed width so it stays close to the page. Preview the page, and we're all set to test it out. So let's test it out. Sign up with Facebook. Okay, and it says test 2 will receive your name and profile picture, email address. So we say continue as Evan. It'll take 1 moment, and there we go. So as you can see, we are connected. It's gathered our email address as well as our name. We can log out and log back in with Facebook, and boom, there we go. So that's it. You guys are all done. I hope that was really helpful and succinct. To get more tutorials with useful tips, as well as have your questions answered in a forum by experts and other, as well as myself, you can click the link down below and go to our community website, create an account, and view a whole bunch of other content that we have that's exclusive to that site. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. and giving you lots of more useful tips for Bubble development, turning you into an expert. We also have courses as well, so link will be in the description for courses on a complete app development. We'll have even more details than what we have on just our YouTube site. So I hope to see you on our website. The link is in the description.